YouTube. We are coming to you live, Weston Nelson and David Nichols, Mr. Trading Nichols, from the Crypto Cave to talk to you tonight about Solana, ticker SOL, and some of the news, some of the hype, and some very important information we wanted to share with our community, the Crypto Cave, regarding Solana, and also why we believe it will be big, but why perhaps for not the reason you think it may be. So on that note,
oh my gosh, you got me so teased, Weston. So now I've heard of proof of work, I've heard of proof of stake. I know a lot about those, but how can you have a proof of history, and why does that matter?
Yes, well, hold on one sec. I also have to give the disclaimer. None of this that we say here is to be taken as financial advice. Keep that in mind. You know, everything we're sharing here is just for educational resources, and you always have to do your own research, make your own decisions. But that, with that said, I think you asked the most important question, perhaps right off the bat. But could you
proof of history? Why?
Yeah.
How?
So proof of history, right? What is that? Well, first off, we don't want to get too technical in here. We just want to talk about why, okay, Solana is likely to make it, right, and compete with Ethereum. I'm going to also pull up the 4-hour chart, which looks pretty healthy to me. There are different ways of coming up with consensus in blockchain technology, right? You've got proof of work, you've got proof of stake, you've got proof of history, you've got there's actually there's a lot of consensus mechanisms, and so there's an intelligent human being named Anatoly who lives in this world. He worked at Qualcomm for a while in their 5G division. Turns out he went to start up a little blockchain protocol called Solana. So his knowledge is very deep on extremely fast information systems communication, and basically he knows what he's doing. So when it comes to hyper fast communication, and that's what they built Solana with. And so proof of history is actually something that he invented in an aha moment that came to him when he was thinking about, okay, well, how can we differentiate Solana? And now I want to go to just want to check the live price feed. So 43.94 I'm seeing on Live Coin Watch. I want to see if that's.
And you think you first told me about it when it was like $2, right?
Yeah, I did. And I actually owned quite a bit myself at the time. Just another one. You live and you learn. I had since sold and I'm trading. But had I just held the amount I had, that would be a 22 bagger, if my math on my head.
Yes. Yeah.
Quicker.
Yes.
So maybe I don't want to.
They had a lot of growth. So obviously there's a strong community around them that believes in them. Can you tell us a little bit about the creator? Because the best projects have the best team, right?
Yes. Well, so a couple of things. So first of all, I don't know if I really answered your question, proof of history. So we don't want to go too down this rabbit hole, but let's just say you could, instead of trusting a timestamp occurred, before and after the event that you're trying to prove on the blockchain, what if you could use or no, actually, sorry, that is the answer. What if you could use proof of history that something happened as your proof in your consensus mechanism? So agreement in time has been what is difficult in finding a way to scale blockchains. So like, Google uses asynchronized atomic clocks, I know, and see what I mean. I'm going a little too far down the rabbit hole here, but basically they created something very novel, and that's what I think we should leave it with for now. We can go into a technical presentation. I can put together some slides and whatnot to talk about that. I had to listen to the podcast like 30 times before I actually even grasped it. But the point is that Solana, people see it as like this, oh, is it Ethereum, Solana, Cardano? And what we wanted to point out today was that Solana probably has a place, but not why you think, and not as a direct Ethereum competitor.
Because it is truly different. Okay. So as a user,
exactly.
What does it matter to me that Solana is truly different?
So as a user, the reason it matters and the reason that it's likely going to be big and survive. Can you still see my screen and everything all right? I got pulled off here.
I'm just looking at the chart of Solana.
Okay. Oh, perfect. That's fine. So it matters because different use case in terms of the capabilities of the blockchain mean different applications that can be built in the real world. And as we expand with chain links upgrades in their smart contract infrastructure, and just basically continually expand what DeFi is capable of doing in the real world and improving people's lives, basically, the more capabilities there are for other layer ones that have specific use cases, such as a Solana, which does have a very specific use case. So I was DMing Anatoly on Twitter maybe 9 months ago, because I was interested in helping out this project because I saw I had the aha moment in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, I see where Solana can be extremely useful. So sorry, roundabout way to get to your question, but Solana is so fast that I believe last I checked, they're creating blocks in 400 milliseconds. Now, the speed of light travels around the Earth in 80 milliseconds, and I think that was their stated goal to get there, which would be pretty cool, and it's a fun story. And I don't know if they're there yet. I know they're sufficiently decentralized in terms of validators, and obviously have been growing quite well too. But the use case, let's say emergency or crisis response. You're having a heart attack in your bed at night while you're sleeping. You're wearing your smartwatch, and your physician or doctor is notified essentially the fastest real-time. I mean, talk about a case where real-time
faster
matters.
than a phone call. A phone call would be slow.
Times 100. Yeah. And the ambulance is now on its way before you could even pick up your phone and dial. That is power. Or imagine, national defense, right? You've got soldiers in certain areas that need information in real time to protect something, vital to the nation's security interests. Again, same idea. Where is real time information that is tamper resistant, censorship proof, that needs to be accurate? Where is that going to be valuable? Lots of places, right?
It's good for security too, right? I mean, coming from an IT background, I seem to recall that when you have a very solid mechanism of time, it can time with security as well. I'm just leaping out here. I don't know as much about Solana, but did I touch something there?
Absolutely. I'm like that's what I'm saying. I see it as the use case. So for now, if we're tying it back into as a trader, okay, well, how can I profit from it? Well, long term, I'm bullish on the project, on the team. I think they've got everything, fundamentally set up together. But is this going to be something that's tradable? Well, yes, I believe so. But use case, we've got real world utility, and most projects lack that. well, the vast majority of projects.
Pardon me,
like
Weston. The screen you're sharing is blank. Is there something that you wanted to show us, or?
I was just trying to move around timeframes. Did it go green?
Yeah, we went to a green black screen.
Oh, okay. Well, how's this? Is this better?
Sure.
Well,
Sorry about that. I didn't want everyone staring at a green screen while we're tiny for no reason.
no. That's good. I don't know what this is. It looks like there's like a chart on my, or a chat on my trading view. I actually don't know how that pulled up.
I didn't even know they had that capacity, but all right.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Talking about Sol, why do you think they're going to prove themselves with the test of time? And why is it for a different reason than what we would think?
Oh, because people are comparing Solana to Ethereum, right? The smart contract, you know, so Ethereum, in my personal opinion, that game is over. That ship has sailed. Like Ethereum won. You know, if the building of dApps and smart contracts for general use case of, you know, whether it's DeFi and collateralized lending, borrowing, arbitrage, trading, escrow services, whatever your use case is going to be, they've got a sufficient moat and network effect there that no one, Solana, you know, Solana team may disagree with this themselves, but you know, maybe we can get them on to bend their ear for a bit to see if they have a different perspective. I think that ship has sailed, but that doesn't mean there can't be a Target and a Walmart, I guess, is maybe a good analogy. There's different use cases. So would having the first thing that popped into my mind about medical crisis response, would that be valuable to millions or billions of people? My answer would be like an astounding yes.
Especially if you think about baby boomers getting older. At least in America, we have a very large amount of populace that's getting older. And if you know, Solana was implemented for them to get medical help based on monitors that were on them, that could be very powerful about keeping loved ones around, their wisdom and their love and all that.
Yes,
so,
I know. It, like, I mean, it's something that actually gets you excited as far as a use case goes, because it's like, so you're telling me I can put on well, I use a Samsung smartwatch, but you know, I can put on my Android or my Apple Watch or whatever, and it's monitoring my heart rhythm. And I believe there's now FDA approved. Well, I won't go down the road, but basically, in the future, you know, we will, like, yeah, when your heart rate starts to race and you're asleep, you know, I think the vast majority of that's where we lose people who are having sleeping heart attacks. If that capability was implemented and pushed out, how many lives could be saved just by that right there? And that's what gets me so fired up about DeFi and tech and all this stuff in the first place. But the other big thing that I didn't touch on now is payments, payments processing. So, you know, like instantaneous payment settlement using Solana. I know they had some integration or partnership with PayPal that they hinted at with Anatoly and Sam. I think Sam Bankman-Fried of FTX. I think he tweeted a picture of PayPal one time as a teaser or something like that. I don't know if it's still up or down, but yeah, that's basically what we wanted to share. Is, you know, they've been in the news a lot. I mean, on the daily, this actually looks even better to me personally.
Yeah, it looks. I bet if you put it on the weekly, it'd even look good with how strong that daily is. Yeah, beat the all-time high from a couple of months ago there.
Yeah, we might be.
We still have higher to go, but you know, that's very bullish. Because
like
truth be told, I was very late to buying into Sol, and it's the first part of my investment portfolio to recover. So, in all fairness, I own some. I don't think Weston does right now, but he wish he did.
I think I do have a little bit left, but I don't have a large position. I did at one point when it was $2, and I started talking about it last October or November, and then I traded in and out of it, and now it's 43.96. Can you see my screen? I went to our Discord.
Yes, I'm glad you went to Discord, because I was just pulling up Discord and I was going to ask to share the screen, but you can. If you do a search for Solana, you'll see that our crypto stats, it tells you the hourly volatility of what's on the move. Solana comes up a lot.
Did we just get one recently? So this is just another bot.
No, it's kind of more like we've got one today. We got a bunch on August 5th.
Oh, Rune. Interesting.
Yeah, when I do the search function for Discord, just look for Solana. On the 4th, there's a couple of high volatility hours. So if you have a hot project, it's gonna move sometimes, and I don't trade Solana, but I got my investment in there, and I'm waiting to see where things go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a great point. I was just kind of taken aback that there's whale trades coming through on Solana.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. Yes.
Very interesting. So it might be one to watch, actually. So to title back, we just wanted to share a little bit about Solana. If this is helpful to you, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon for alerts, because crypto is real time. Put a comment in if you want us to go deeper into this stuff too. The technical stuff is kind of, I'm a bit of a self-proclaimed nerd. I own it. I like it, but a lot of people do too, and it's very important, as you can see why. So if you want more, we can create it. We've got it in our server here too, which is what we're showing. Come join us in the Crypto Cave. It's Earth's finest community of crypto traders and enthusiasts. You can get these alerts if you want them, which are very useful, as well as then contribute to the chat to learn more about Solana, or use the bots and see, like for instance, if you wanted to just see a chart on Solana yourself, this is just a quick demonstration.
You can ask a specific exchange. You can say what kind of candles you want, and it just pops it up.
There's a lot you can do. It's pretty sweet, and then we've got some big stuff in the works that we're still trying to figure out. But there's a lot of ways that Discord can be integrated with other awesome features, is what I'll leave you at, and we're more to come there too. So that's all I had on Solana. I didn't want to go too deep into it. I feel like we almost did go down the rabbit hole a bit, but that's okay. Anything else that you want to add or that we didn't answer?
I feel like I need to listen to a podcast 30 times. So
yeah, you know what? I can find. I'm sure they've got some new ones. They're coming out with a lot of stuff.
Yes, for sure.
The Solana wormhole, I think they called it, was what they implemented, which is what first allowed to bridge back and forth SPL. I think that's what they call their like ERC20 equivalent, as like Solana programming or something like that. But to enable that assets to go back and forth, I can try to find the original one that really caught my ear, and I'll put it in the description and put it in our Discord server. But if I find some new good ones too, I'll do that. And the other thing I'd add too is that, in our business, the Crypto Cave, where we're trying to build a global community of crypto traders, enthusiasts, people who believe in this tech, it's also about, and add to this too, if you'd like trading nickels, but we're a little bit more than that. It's about profiting, but we are all here because this technology resonates with us, right? And when I heard Sam Bankman-Fried and Anatoly Yankovenkovich. That's a tough one to say. Yankovenkovich, I believe. I said it correct. I had to try that a few times.
Forgive us if we're wrong.
Yeah, forgive me if I'm wrong. Close enough. But when I heard them speak the first time about censorship resistance and the importance of it, I really felt like I was listening to two authentic people who understood the actual necessity of that. And that's kind of, not only did they have the tech, they had the intention of what it was supposed to be used for in the right spot, as well as, you know, making a business, which is good and not healthy. And so just all the right parts. And that's why it just kind of caught my ear, and I went deep into it. And yeah, I just wanted to add that. So like, I think the Solana team is doing great things, but I think also their leadership and their partnerships are people that you'd want to put your effort behind too. Hopefully that came across clear.
I think what you're trying to say is you like to make money, but you like it to have purpose and meaning as well.
Yeah, that perfect.
Well, we've talked a lot, so I thought I knew that about you. All right, so be sure to give us a like if we gave you value. I have no doubt that there's value here. Be sure to put in the comments anything else you might want to know about Sol or another project. If we know about it, we'll try to get it on the schedule for you. And yes.
Such as,
most importantly, join the Crypto Cave. We have an incredible trading team. We know about fundamentals. We know about technicals. And we care about the projects that do good. We don't want it to be without meaning. So there you go.
Yeah, I love it. And I was going to say, I was just going to lay out a little, we just got a nice little whale alert here. It looks like popped in, but I was going to say, such as a video about maybe this project in particular that I showed on screen. I just showed the price alert for. Sorry, can you see that?
I'm trying to shoo away a child. Sorry.
Sorry, no worries. Ticker FTM.
You wanted to tie in about FTM. Now your share screen doesn't look like it's working on my end, but it might be my bandwidth. So you're pretty excited because you got rated by Lunar Crush as a social influencer about Fountain, like #1. So that's another thing that we want to tease that we'll be discussing about soon. But I think we've been on long enough that we need to wrap it up for folks too.
#1.
Yeah, you are #1. There's like no one that's influenced more about the product on Twitter, at least today.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, I was just that was fun. But what I want to talk about is the reason why I like Phantom, and I want to share that with you. So that is what I wanted to leave you with. Is there's some special sauce that Phantom has, just like Solana, that is why it's important to learn about it. So with that, that's all I had. I think you summed it up nice. Join us in the Crypto Cave. We got a 2-week free trial, and hopefully we'll see you in the channels.
All right, trade safe.
All right, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.